Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
It's a cold winter evening here in this new year, and it's time to warm up with a beer. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. As I said, it's a cold winter evening here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's trying to snow a little bit. And what better thing to do than to stay inside and have some beers? And the beer I have for you today is the first beer out of the advent calendar I received. And if you saw that unboxing, the missus bought me an advent calendar for Christmas, and unfortunately it arrived a little late, and by the time it arrived at my house, I had to leave for some work, had to do the Tennessee Takeover shows, and just didn't have time to get into the advent calendar before Christmas. So I'm going to intermix these beers in my reviews throughout the next month or two. And this is the first one here. The advent calendar came from getbeerfridge.com. All those beers look like they're really cool. And since it's trying to snow here in Cleveland, I pulled out beer number one. It happens to be like a snow-related beer. I guess it's a little serendipitous. So this beer here is the Powder Tracks from Stoup Brewing. They're out of Seattle, Washington. It's got this skier on here going like skiing through the slopes. I've only ever been skiing once. I don't know if any of you out there ski, but I went skiing one time, well, for 1 week, and it was up in the Arctic Circle in northern Finland, up in Lapland at Sariselka. I did okay, I think, for never skiing before. It was an amazing time. I was surprised how much physical exertion and energy it takes to ski, but it was a great time. I'd like to go back and do it again. So the beer here, like I said, is Powder Tracks. It's a winter ale. Comes in at 8.2% ABV. On the bottom of the can here, there has something. It says Powder Tracks 11/21/24. This is January 1, so it should still be in date. On the back of the can here, it says, "Old pathways lost under a blanket of freshly fallen snow make way for new tracks on the trails yet to be made. Powder Tracks Winter Ale, a malt-forward beer with chocolate and caramel notes touched with a hint of citrus aroma, will call you to forget the noise and embrace the quiet of a winter trail." I do miss the quiet that you get when there's a nice snowfall. We haven't had a good snowfall here on this side of Cleveland in a long time. And I just generally miss the snow. I love winter. I love the snow. So this beer is right up my alley. Like I said, it's 8.2% alcohol. Untapped says it's 51 IBUs. And speaking of Untapped, this beer gets a 3.72 with 753 check-ins. Nothing I could find on Beer Advocate as of this recording. And this is, like I said, this is the first beer out of my advent calendar from getbeerfridge.com. Get a nose on it. Yeah, get some maltiness. I kind of expected a winter ale to have more like spices on the nose, but it's just kind of a malty beer smell. No indication of the alcohol in the nose. And that's a nice cola color, ruby red color. You can kind of see through it. Probably give that about a 13 on my SRM chart there. And I can see a lot of carbonation in the glass. It's got about a pinky's worth of off-white head that's dissipating quickly. And I've already done it. Man, I gotta stop sticking my nose in it and just hold the glass up. Yeah, it's just kind of got a malty smell. So here's to winter. Here's to another year of reviewing beers. Cheers, everybody. A little bit of evaporative booziness. Just a slight hint of evaporative booziness. Very nice malty beer. A little bit of bitterness on the back end. Kind of surprised about that. I don't know about chocolate. You do get some like roasty caramel notes. Again, you get that like citrus bitterness on the back end. Nice malt forward beer. At 8.3% alcohol, at first mouthful, I got a little bit of that evaporative booziness. Wow, I can't say booze tonight. Booziness. And it does have a slight, just very slight warming going down the throat, which I really appreciate right now because it is cold up here. I mean, it is really cold in the studio here tonight. I probably should be wearing a jacket. I'm surprised I don't have goosebumps. So hopefully this beer warms me up. Yeah, it's like a nice malty beer with a little bit of hop bitterness in the back end. It's a nice serviceable beer. For the first beer out of my getbeerfridge.com advent calendar, I'd give you a horns up. It's a nice beer. I've never had anything from Stoup Brewing out of Seattle, Washington. But if this is anything like a good example of the beers you brew, I'd like to try some more of these beers. It's a nice beer. Hope you all think I have a nice video. It's 2025. I'm almost to 500 subscribers. Subscribing helps me out so much. If you made it this far in the video and you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. I'm hoping by the summer of 2025 I'll have 1,000 subs. I know that's a lofty goal, but it's an adventure doing this, and I hope everybody's enjoying my adventure in beer drinking. And as always, embrace the adventure.